Hello there you guys, welcome to another one of my videos. I'm going to be giving you a preview for the Man United vs Brighton game. It's at Old Trafford, it's this Sunday. Manchester United are coming into this game on the back of a 3-1 win against Southampton at Old Trafford. Manchester United had to come from behind. Southampton were leading until the 82nd minute. Of course, it was a Utd own goal. It came from a Southampton corner. Man United have been very vulnerable from set pieces throughout the course of the season so far. We've conceded like 10 goals from corners. Amad Diallo saved Manchester United from an embarrassment. Amad Diallo scored a hat-trick for Man United in 12 minutes. He's a revelation for Man United at the moment. Like I've said, he's been there at vital moments, saved us from an embarrassment against Southampton, scored the winner in the Manchester derby at the Etihad Stadium, rescued Man United a draw at Anfield. In the cup game against Liverpool, which was a while ago, Amad Diallo scored the winning goal in that game. I'm so delighted that he signed a new 5-year contract. Amad Diallo is under contract with the club until 2030. His current contract was due to expire in the summer, and there was an option to extend for a further 12 months. Southampton, though, were causing Manchester United all sorts of problems. Like I mentioned on the match reaction, Soleimani was a threat. He was causing our centre-backs all sorts of problems. He had some chances as well. Could have got his name on the score sheet. Tyler Diblin, he was also another player causing issues. He exposed our back line. Man United have had a decent start though to 2025. Beat Southampton, beat Arsenal in the FA Cup third round 5-3 on penalties, and we got a 2-2 draw at Anfield. This will be a difficult game against Brighton. Brighton are a decent team. They've got the likes of Joel Pedro, Danny Welbeck. He's a former Manchester United player, so in this game he'll be reuniting with Man United. Solly March is a key player for Brighton. Mitoma, Evan Ferguson. So far he's spent his entire career at Brighton. He risen up their academy. Evan Ferguson is out with injury at the moment. He's a miss for Brighton. Tariq Lamptey, he's another key player. He's a full-back. Jorginho Rutter, Brighton signed him from Leeds. He's the most recent signing. James Milner, he's injured at the moment. James Milner, of course, is a former Liverpool player. Played for Leeds a while ago. He's been at quite a few clubs, hasn't he, James Milner? Diego Gomez, he was one of Brighton's recent signings. He's injured at the moment. Hinshelwood is injured. They've still got Lewis Dunk. He's a centre-back. Adam Webster, Joel Veltman. One of the goalkeepers Brighton have got is Jason Steele. He's been there for quite some time. So they are a lot of the players that Brighton do have. Let me put into the equation that Brighton have let good players go. You know, they let Billy Gilmore go. They lost Trossard. They lost Ben White. They're currently both at Arsenal. They lost McAllister. He was a key player for Brighton. He's currently now at Liverpool. They lost Moises Caicedo. They lost Pascal Gross. They lost Adam Lallana. So Brighton have lost quite a lot of players. Brighton's manager is Fabian Herzler. He, of course, replaced Roberto De Zerbi. Fabian Herzler got appointed in as the Brighton manager in June last year. So he's been the Brighton manager now for around 6.5, 7 months. When he got officially appointed in as Brighton manager, he signed a 5-year contract. Before he managed Brighton, he was at St. Palo. Before as well, Brighton did have Graham Potter. And he was actually a very good manager for Brighton. You know, they were very consistent under him. Manchester United lost to Brighton last time at Old Trafford by 3-1. In the reverse fixture this season, Manchester United lost at the Amex 2-1. In recent seasons, Brighton have had a very good record against Manchester United. Brighton are coming into this game on the back of a 2-0 win against Ipswich away. So they'll be coming into this game with confidence. Obviously, their expectation this season will be to get into Europe. Where are they about? Is it 8th or 9th or something like that? The good news is, from a Man United perspective, that Diego Dalot is back for this game, returning from suspension. Missed the game against Southampton because of suspension. Amad Diallo, of course, came in for him. But obviously now with Dalot being back in, he'll go back at right wing back and Amad will go in more of an advanced role. Lindelof is still out, is it with a concussion? Mason Mount's still injured. And Johnny Evans is out. But he doesn't really get in the team anyway. On my next video, I'll be giving you my predicted 11 for this game. Just going to give you an update, by the way, on some transfer news. First topic of the development I'll start with is Garnacho. Now, Man United are playing hardball over Garnacho's future. The mainstream media are saying that Chelsea want Garnacho. Napoli have been heavily linked with him. Man United recently rejected a £40 million bid from Napoli for Garnacho. Napoli are identifying Garnacho as a replacement for Kvaratskhelia. He is going to PSG. It says he's already agreed personal terms, so his move to PSG is inevitable. Obviously, there's still a lot of narratives in the mainstream media talking about Marcus Rashford. You know, there's been so many clubs in for him. It says he's close to a Man United exit. Barcelona, of course, are one of the clubs that have been heavily linked with Rashford. Revert back to last month, he did say he wants a new challenge. Rashford, of course, has been axed from the squad. He hasn't played in the last 7 or 8 games. A lot of players are going to depart the club. You know, some will leave in this January transfer window. Some will leave in the summer. You know, we do need a clear out. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you with. Drop your comments, like, support on the channel if you do consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless.